Hello and welcome to another edition of Droppin Baums. With me, your host, Corey Baumeister. As always, with the lovely folks here at TCGplayer.com, bringing you the best in any kind of trading card needs. So today we're playing Amulet Titan, or as the kids say, Amulet. I don't really know what that means, but the kids are saying it, so we try to stay hip here on Droppin' Bombs. So this deck is phenomenal. It's absolutely overpowered, and it's, fighting for the spot of best deck in Modern with Phoenix and Death Shadow. I think these are the huge pillars of the deck, and I think this deck has a lot of staying power, and it's, if played correctly, I think it is the most powerful deck. But to play this deck correctly, I think there's only a handful of people on the planet that are playing this deck perfectly. And it sure as heck isn't this guy. I'm learning, but we did make some insane plays throughout the event. We played 5 matches against 5 different decks. Modern's in an insanely healthy place right now. You can fast forward to any of the matches below here. You can also fast forward to the deck tech if you want to learn a little bit of information about the deck first. I didn't give any spoilers there about the results of the tournament, so feel free to do that. As well as a hyperlink to TCGplayer.com, where you'll find a short write-up along with a short sideboard guide for Amulet Titan. Stay tuned, and I hope you're enjoying the games. Alright, and welcome to the games here. Alright, so we're on the play, but unfortunately we're gonna have to mulligan here. All tap lands make me not happy. I think this one's fine though. We can do some stuff. Bazooka Bog on top. No, I don't think we want that. Now I think we're just gonna Stirrings here. We would love to find an amulet. Amulet, as the kids would say these days. Walking Ballista. For sure, not what we really want here. I think I'm just gonna grab a... Nah, we'll still take the Ballista. We really don't need a land right now. So we might as well take the card that maybe can suit as a removal spell. It's for sure not good right now, but... Alright, what are we up against? So we do have a kill condition here. It's going to take a while to get to 6 mana without an amulet, but... Alright, green-black. Could be this new Death Shadow list. That's probably what it is. It's probably what we got here. Regardless, our hand is so bad, we just don't really care right now. I guess they take Hive Mind, but our hand definitely needs help. Now, Death Shadow is one of the tougher matchups for Amulet. Just not even bothering with the Hive Mind. They might regret that later. Hopefully. Ooh, they might regret it sooner than they think. Alright, we'll Growth Chamber back this. We'll pass it back. Now next turn we kin Tolarian West for a Summoner's Pact. Kind of get that ready and play one more land, so we'd have 4. Then let's say we top deck 2 lands. We'd have them dead in 2 turns. Be a turn 4 kill with Hive Mind here if we just top deck 2 lands. Or one more of these lands. But of course we could be dead next turn. That's just the nature of Modern. Welcome to the game. Alright, so this is definitely this new 4-color shadow list. I think it's a very strong deck. I think it's probably a bad matchup for us. Okay. I'll take it. And the Shadow of Death is here to play. All right, there's prime time. Prime time, huh? So we could just go get a dual land here. If we get a dual land, or one of these lands, then we can play that at end step. So we'll have 2 of these lands in play, and then next turn we play a land, play another land, cast prime time, get some lands to keep us alive. Sounds pretty good. We could also Tolarian West for an engineered explosives here. Well, I think step 1 is Tolarian West. I'm not 100% positive what we're going to get here. It's probably just a bounce land. Unlikely that we're dead next turn, but you never know. Yeah, I think we just get Vesuva here. Yep, that's our plan. We're sticking to it. Is it going to work? We're going to find out. But if we can get a prime time into play next turn, then we can grab like a Colony Garden to put a blocker in the way, as well as prime time, as well as maybe the Crossroads to gain some life, and then win the turn after. We'll see. We'll see. Seems decent. We can't block this turn because we still need the ability from Sakura Tribe Scout for next turn. All of this would be made a lot easier if we had the hallmark card of the deck, Amulet. That's what we needed. And I think we could have won last turn. Maybe not. Maybe not. Okay. Looks like our opponent's trying to get to a place where they can actually pay for Summoner's Pact to avoid just losing to Hive Mind, which is reasonable. $12, $13, $14. So Become Immense is not quite lethal, but Become Immense plus Team or Battle Rage, of course, is. That's bad. That's bad. Guessing our prime time is gone. Alright, well now I guess we can just top deck any of our green packs for the win if we're not dead right now. But we would need the Sakura Tribe Elder or the Sakura Tribe Scout to do so. So we might as well take this. Yeah, Team or Battle Rage, we're dead anyways. Alright. Looks like we got 4 outs. 4 outs, or maybe even an EE and Tolaria West would do the trick. Okay, not anymore. Alright. We do have outs, though, so that's pretty sweet. That's sweet and kind of a bad matchup here. Otherwise, we're dead. Right on time. Right on time. Yep, that's game. That's game. We did. All right, Death Shadow here. So I think we definitely want paths. Engineered Explosives is pretty solid. I don't like the blue pact. Now, there's a lot of random stuff we take out here. I like Bajuka Bog because they do great... Well, they might Hooting Mandrills or Become Immense they'll probably keep in. So, yeah, we're going to keep that. The Crossroad is actually not that effective, and either is the... Well, the Ghost Quarter's already in the sideboard. Yeah, the Ghost Quarter's not very good, but the Calling Garden can be pretty good. It adds a chump blocker. Yeah, okay. I think we'll keep the mana base like that. Now what to take out? I think we don't want Sakura Tribe Scout here. Any deck that can kind of easily kill Tribe Scout, it's usually better to have Correlation Relic. I think we'll go like this. They can kind of pay for Hive Mind, so maybe Hive Mind is not the best. I could see going down to 1 Hive Mind and get 1 Hornet Queen. Just because if we ever land that, being able to block with Death Touchers to their board is just so good. Alright, I'd love to play first. I think this hand is fine. It's not extraordinarily fast or anything again, but that is okay. I think we're just going to play Tolarian West here. Yeah. More than likely, we'll find a way to bounce that back at some point. We don't want to be eating up all our Gemstone Mine counters right away. And I'm sure there's going to be plenty of people saying I make mistakes throughout this video because this is my 3rd day of playing Amulet. I think I have a good grasp of it, but this is a deck that takes a long time to master, and I will speak with 100% honesty in telling you I am not there. I'm not an Edgar. I'm not a Matthew Dilks. You know, I haven't been playing this constantly. So I'm sure there's plenty to improve on, and I would like your guys' suggestion down in the comments there about that. Okay, well, I think we'll just go Forest Go. Yeah, I don't want to EE yet, just in the dark. And I don't want to Bazooka Bog just one thing. I will probably go Azusa, Gemstone Mine, and then Bazooka Bog next turn. Isn't that just the funnest card to say ever? Like, oh, I just brought 4 Bazooka Bogs. Bazooka, bazooka, bazooka. This is our 1 of Hive Mind here, so if we don't keep this one alive, we will not be winning via Hive Mind. It's maybe not the best thing to leave in anyways. I usually take out Hive Mind against, like, black-green, but being a Death Shadow list, they don't get to 4 mana as easily. So I'm thinking it's still okay, but it could just be a card that we're not happy to see here. Nakatl. Bobble. Alright, just an Nakatl for beats. We're not that afraid of yet. Relic's pretty solid here. But we might as well get the value off of Azusa while we can. Oh, we want to play the Gemstone first. And the reason we play this first is because this doesn't have a triggered ability when it comes into play, so our opponent has no responses. So now we for sure get the value no matter what they do. Like, they could have Lightning Bolt here, but all our value out of Azusa is already there. They're still going to feel obligated to kill it, but it doesn't do as much. So now we do need a bounce land to kind of lock this up here. So I know we might regret playing this that early, but we'll see. We will see. Godless Shrine, Fatal Push maybe, or just to take the 2? Yep. All right, Azusa, take us to the promised land. So next turn we can Relic and EE for 1 and blow up EE right now. At our worst case. Yeah, we're not doing exactly powerful amulet stuff so far. Okay, but EE for 1 is going to be nice. I'm going to take it. Now we just hope they don't play like a Tarmogoyf. Tarmogoyf is what we don't want to see. Ooh. Ooh, this was all the goods. Alright, so we'll go like this. Now we'll go for the Relic. Now we'll cast Sanctuary here. Bring back Tolarian West. Now this will allow us to Primeval Titan. Now are we worried that we're going to die? Not really. Maybe this should just be a Tolarian West turn so that we can guarantee a strong play next turn. I just think it's so much more important to stop this clock here. This is tough. This is really close. Because if we do Summoner's Pact, or if we do Transmute now and they have a Thoughtseize or something, then we look kind of silly. So I think we are just going to do this for now. EE for 1. Now we're going to be able to do a nice little play during our opponent's combat here. With Azusa being a 1-2, we can put it in front of Swiftspear and force him to maybe make another game action. And if they do that, then we get extra value from EE. And if they don't do it, then maybe we don't even blow it up. So we can be a little patient here. We're not taking a ton of damage. This isn't really scary. And that EE on the board could be shutting off potential more 1-drops, as well as the fact that we don't really want to remove 2 counters from our gemstone mine. This combination of all this stuff here leads to us not needing or wanting to crack EE right now. And EE, of course, for anybody who's wondering, I am referring to engineered explosives. That's such a common thing, such a common expression that I call that card, but obviously, maybe my general audience is more standard, so maybe this isn't the norm here. I hope you all are enjoying a little break from standard. I think I've played every deck, you know? I mean, realistically, I think I've basically played every deck in standard. So, yeah. Okay, now... Yeah, I mean, with our opponent dictating that kind of pressure to the board, like that's an extra 3 damage plus my Azusa would die. Now I just get a clean 3 for 1. All because I blocked. All because of blocking, and my opponent didn't want to kind of look silly. So they just they dumped that out there. I think that was a bad play. Ooh, now the game's over. Game. 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 5, 6, Hive Mind. Then I would like to cast Summoner's Pact, and then unfortunately you have to cast Summoner's Pact, and then the game ends. For anybody who doesn't know how this Hive Mind Summoner's Pact thing works, because there's plenty out there, I'm sure, because I didn't know how it worked until I started learning this deck, they have to copy the spell, so they have to cast Summoner's Pact, go get a Tarmogoyf or whatever, but then they have to pay 4 during their upkeep, and they die. And meanwhile, we get to get a prime time that'll never see the light of day because they're dead. Our opponent's just like, wait, I don't want to cast this. I don't need a green creature that badly. I'd rather live. Let me live! Maybe not as dramatically. Nope. I mean, Modern's at a pretty exciting, cool place right now, you know? I mean, we just saw this weekend at the Star City Games event where it was won by Amulet. List somewhat close to this. We're playing Matthew Dilks' list. But, I mean, we're seeing the deck maybe overtaking Phoenix. I mean, Phoenix wasn't even in the top 4, if I'm correct. If I'm correct to assume that. You know, I mean, maybe there isn't a need for a ban. Like, I've had a lot of success with Death Shadow after playing it last week. I crushed with it all week on Moto. I played it all week and I just destroyed people. And now I've been doing pretty well with Amulet too. I'm not going to lie. So, I think Modern's a very well-oiled machine in the sense that it's kind of a self-correcting format. If one deck gets too good, the decks that were good against it come back, and it just kind of always shifts the metagame. Now they have green creatures, but they really don't have removal for this. Okay. On the draw, I think we're going to take out Hive Mind, even though we just won with it. I also think Ballista is quite bad. Could Ramunap, Excavator, Ghost Quarter combo him? You know, I don't know if this 100% works, to be honest. So I'm going to try it. I know I shouldn't be experimenting on a dropping bomb, but they only play one basic. So I think maybe that's more important than the Bajuka Bog. If we can just Ghost Quarter them away, because we have paths as well. So, I mean, we're overloading that one forest. You best believe that forest is going to be in play. Because we going to be killing stuff. Okay. I think this hand is reasonable. We need to find some stuff, but off Ancient Stirrings, if we can find an amulet, that would be fantastic. It's a little slow, of course, but our opponent's on the mulligan. We have some disruption. We have our bomb. We have our secondary bomb. I'm guessing they leave in Team or Battle Rage, though, so maybe this isn't the best. Once again, learning the deck. It's the hardest deck I think I've ever... I mean, I played like 7 matches last night trying to get cohesive with this strategy. I was just like this for like 6 hours, like... Oh, that's 20 damage. You know? The deck is 100% unleaded gasoline. We kind of have a Thoughtseize proof hand, though, so that's not bad. Probably takes the path here, though. That's a nice piece of interaction. But this reanimated fact of Colony Garden is nothing to slouch at here. Blockers are good. Let that be a lesson to you guys. Lucas did something wrong here. Targeted me with Bobble after Inquisition me. Always get your information first. If you're gonna Bobble me regardless, Bobble me first. Then you look at 8 cards and then you Inquisition one of them. Let that be a learning lesson to not do what our opponent did. Ooh! Excuse me. Sorry if I yelled into the mic there. That excited me. Amulet! 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 Let's do some busted stuff. Now we need another. Now we need another, and then the game ends. 1 mana artifact is the broken card. Makes sense, right? Is this a Tarmogizoif in the his house? Nope. Ooh, but oh, they knew Amulet was there, so of course they're like, I need to get that out of there. Okay, no clock though, so this is fine. Let's find another one. Amulet. Amulet. I think it's just Amulet. Seems too good right now. I do want the land, but... Amulet. Amulet. Alright. So here we can use the white for Amulet, the green for Stirrings, and then the green again for another Stirring. So we can cast these 4 cards next turn. And then hopefully set up for a prime time the turn after. It would take quite a bit still. Alright, there's the Goyf. But down to 2 cards. We're not that afraid right now. Wow. Okay. So we can't do anything too crazy yet. So we might as well just... Stirrings first. Amulet. Or EE. Or Gemstone. It's all kind of close. It's probably just Amulet here. Then we just have to find a duel, and it's on. EE keeps us alive, but it's pretty clunky right now. And Gemstone Mine is probably our worst land, so we're going to go for it. Alright, so we have to go Amulet here. And now Colony Garden. Always stack it so that the Amulet is the first ability. It doesn't really matter with Conley Gardens, but normally it does. So now we need a duel. Now we need like a Simic Growth Chamber really bad. And there it is. Okay. Now any order. And then next turn we have the game. Now with no wait a minute. They can even have a piece of no, because they could take the Amulet. So a piece of interaction gets us, but otherwise the game ends next turn. And I'll try to walk out these combos as clear as possible because this is a hard deck. And I'm sure most of you have not played this deck at all. So I'm going to take my time as much as I can and explain the lines. All right, we're going to block. Jump, plant, jump. Now just play a creature. Just play 3 creatures. We don't care. Yes. Yes. Okay, everybody. All right. So we have the win right now. And I'm sure somebody's out there that hasn't played this like, what? What do you mean you have the win? Okay, so we're going to show you. First, we get an Amulet. These abilities stack, okay? So when I say that, that means you get to untap twice. So we're floating a bunch of mana. We stack it backwards here. Amulet is always the first one to resolve. Amulet, untaps, float 2. Amulet, untap, float 2. All right, now we have 6. Now we have to return a land. Since we have another duel in hand, we are going to return Conley Gardens. Otherwise, we'd just be returning Growth Chambers here. So now we cast Prime Time. There's 2 lands we get right now. We get the Hasty Land, so Slayer Stronghold, and then the 1 Boros Garrison. This is the combo pieces you need. Once again, stack them correctly. Alright, so now we untap. Now this is going to untap twice with 2 amulets. So we can float a colorless, untap this, leave that one untapped, untap this, float, untap this, float, haste. Now, return a land. We're going to return Simic Growth Chamber. And now we are going to lose this mana. We're going to attack. Now, we use this ability. We get Vesuva, and we get the Sunholm Fortress. And we need the Vesuva to top deck, or copy the garrison. And then here we go again. Untap, 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 untap. So now we have 16 damage coming through. It's technically not going to win the game right now because our opponent can block. Float, untap, float. Now to return, I think we'll return this one. And now we give this double strike. Now this is going to have to be blocked by this Goyf. Or they can take 16. Their choice. Dealer's choice. Okay, so they're still going to be taking 11 here. Boom. Now we pass it back. Now we may have not won the game this turn, but we have no chance of losing. So we won the game. It would take some crazy circumstances for these cards to not do it. Now, we could have set it up a little better, probably, where we could have gotten... and, like, see, these finer details, I guarantee I did not play perfectly in that turn, even though this is, you know, puts us in a great spot. I guarantee there's something I did wrong, because that's how in-depth this deck is. So, yeah, we definitely do not have the game locked up yet. And maybe I shouldn't have bounced this land. This might actually bite me here. Alright, we're going to block with this plant. Block with the plant. Now we got a giant Death Shadow to get around. So now we can for sure double strike this, so it deals 12. So it can still kill the Death Shadow, so that should still be fine. But I still think I screwed this game up. See, I mean, that's how hard this is. Okay, that's a lie. I'll be able to do this. Okay. Just let me think for 1 second here. We can Summoner's Pact... 4, 5, 6. Yeah, actually, bouncing this is definitely going to cost us here. We should have just bounced like anything else because I'm going to be short on green here. So I think I have an obscure line that's going to get me there. Yeah, okay. Okay, alright. This is going to be a bit of a weird line, but I'm only doing this because I basically punted last turn by returning this. So I had to go kind of in a weird direction here to win with, I'm gonna be winning with Chameleon Colossus. Since our opponent has no way to deal with it. They could have Path, I guess. But if Path is their last card, then I'm not going to lose on the crackback. So what I'm going to get now is Azusa to get extra land drops. I'm going to use green. I'm going to leave this red open. So now we're going to cast Slayer's Stronghold and Growth Chamber. Now we're going to untap it twice. And now to return, we'll return this Boros Garrison. Now we can cast this. Cast the Colossus. Now we will Vigilance and haste it. And what else can we do? We will Boros Garrison. Untap it. Untap it. Give this prime time double strike here. Then we'll return the Boros Garrison. Now we're going to move to combat. Now we're going to attack with these. I'm attacking with both because just in case Chameleon Colossus dies to a path, which I don't think could happen, but you never know. Now let's get Ghost Quarter and Tolarian West. Alright, now these will untap. Alright, now we'll just see if they're blocking. I mean, Path is the only thing, plus then I think this still kills them. No, this would take 3. If they have Path, they can go to 1 exactly by blocking with Death Shadow, but nope. Boom! That's lit. I'm gonna try to keep the Amulet jokes to a minimum, but I guarantee I will be breaking that promise to you if I were to make it. So, everyone stay tuned for round 2. Alright, we're back for round 2, everybody. Alright, so we're gonna start. Sounds lovely. I think this hand is fine. And when I say I think this hand is fine, I'm just always thinking it's fine, because I'm never truly sure. I'm just like, this hand seems okay. Yeah, this turn's okay. Oh, they're dead. Nice. No, but this hand seems fine. We're going to lead with Forest Amulet. Our opponent is on the mulligan. On the double mulligan. They're probably just Dredge, and they kept a perfect hand anyways. Alright, let's get lit. Called it. Called it. They were mulliganing way too fast. And way too confidently. Alright. So now... Oh, I was just going to say, we got to find our Bajuka Bog. Wow, how can we ever lose now? We just keep bringing that back, right? Do we Bajuka Bog right away? So we could Summoner's Pact for Azusa. And then play... So we'd play Growth Chamber. That would generate 3 mana. And then we would play Forest and Bajuka Bog. And then our opponent has no graveyard, but we'll have to pay for Pact next turn. I mean, that seems great. Yeah, I mean, that seems like what we should do. So we go like this. Go Growth Chamber. Untap. Return the Forest. Summoner's Pact. For Azusa. Lost, but seeking still. Alright, then we gotta go. We gotta have a green source. And then we Bajuka Bog them. Now we're just gonna keep Bajuka Bogging every single turn. It's quite good against Dredge, if you wouldn't have guessed. We're getting chilled. That's A-okay. Alright, so we're gonna have to pay. I mean, we don't have to. We could just lose. Seems worse, though. Okay. So here we can play 3 lands. Oh, we can just cast Prime Time. Yeah, what am I thinking? Okay, this seems good. So we go Vesuva, copy. Untap. Return it. Vesuva, copy. Untap it. Return it. Vesuva. Copy. It gets very repetitive. Because you keep repeatedly winning so often. Alright, then prime time. Boom! Dropping some bombs right there. Was that turn 3? That was a turn 3 kill with having to pay for a pact on 2? No big deal. Or paying for a pact on 3. We won on turn 3 where we had to dedicate an extra 4 mana to not dying to a pact. Gas. Okay. I haven't played against Dredge, so I'm going to have to think this out how to sideboard here. Well, I think these are pretty good because I don't think they die very easily. The main thing to ask yourself right away is keep in Sakura Tribe Scout or Collation Relic. Keep in Relic if the Tribe Scouts would die readily. You know, I mean, Burn, Blue-Red Phoenix, they come out. Death Shadow, they're pretty bad. Any matchup where they have effective 1 mana removal. Dredge really doesn't, though, so I think we're good without these. What do they do to beat us? What do they do to beat us? So this is one popular thing that I recommend for people. When you're just unsure how a deck is going to attack you, go to MTG Goldfish. They have generic lists of stuff where they have sideboard stuff. And I'm looking right now and I'm seeing Dampening Sphere is going to be what they're going to try to use. As well as... God, that's really it. Dampening Spears is going to be their #1 way to attack us. So with that information moving forward, I think Rexage is pretty good. EE doesn't seem good enough. Ghost Quarter, I don't think they run a single basic, so maybe the whole Ghost Quarter plan might be okay. But it doesn't seem very good. We just want to be Bajuka Bogging them until the end of time. So we probably don't want... Colony Gardens? I don't want the Pact. And the gates are pretty solid. Hornet Queen seems fine. And I choose T-Pain. Just kidding. I don't know what to bring in. I'm kind of thinking... Oh, I bet Hive Mind's not that good. I bet they can pay for it too often. Alright, we're just bringing in the Colony Garden. Not a clue. Oh, I should have shaved on Walking Ballista. Not a clue how to sideboard in this matchup. That could not have been right. This hand is keepable. But it's not great. It definitely needs some help. Maybe it's just not good. I mean, we have way too many packs. This hand actually seems a little bit too redundant here. 2 of a legendary creature. Essentially 3 Primeval Titans. We're going to mulligan this one. No Bajuka Bog. This one seems better to me. Lot better. Bajuka Bog on top. Let's go. Bajuka Bog is just not a fair card. Alright, we don't want to use our Bajuka Bog goodness yet, so we're just going to gain some life. We might have to do it next turn, though. We'll see. I'd prefer not to. No, we probably will. Narcomoeba. Yeah, the problem is they're going to get creatures already. That's already 4 power. But no need to use Bajuka Bog now, at least. Okay, we're just going to cast this. Not a great play. Not a great turn. But we are a combo deck, so have no fear. pretty strong. Pretty strong. If they take Rex Sage, their follow-up play is going to be a Dampening Spear. So I hope they don't take that. But if not, they probably take either Primetime or Stirrings. But otherwise, yeah, our hand isn't that great. Our opponent deep in the tank. Life of the Loam. Did they return anything? 2 Foothills. Okay. That's a magic card. I don't think I care about just a Life of the Loam Dredge right now. I think I want a Stirrings. I think we'll be taking Gemstone Mine. Almost missed. Blue. Yeah, I really don't want to Bajuka Bog yet. And we can't do anything else, so we might as well gain 2 life. So now we could Gemstone Mine next turn and Tolarian West for a Pact. Or an EE, but E seems pretty bad. They're truly not doing much as far as dredging, though, so we're not insanely scared yet. But they do have an Ancient Grudge, so whenever we find Amulet, that's when we have to Bajuka Bog. Life. And a Bloodghast. I want it to be Bajuka Bog time, but I also want to be doing something with our mana here. I think it's Tolarian West turn. We really need something to ramp up this process, but right now this is kind of all we got. We'll transmute. We could go Walking Ballista. But I think it's just try to find a prime time. Prime time. Things will be great when it's prime time. Okay. So there's a chill. Now we're starting to get in range where we could die out of nowhere. We really can't mess around any farther. Hardcast chill. Okay. Alright, we need a top deck. We need a top deck. That's not a top deck. Now we could go get a Zuza. And hope that that kind of stuff is enough. Because we're 1 short of prime time. I think we have to. Otherwise we just die. We have to do something. And we'll get the Azusa. We will Azusa. We'll Bajuka Bog. Targeting you. We will Vesuva, copying Growth Chamber, return Colony Gardens, play Colony Gardens. I think that's all we can do right now. Now we're not in a great spot here because we'll have to pay for Pact. And we'll have to block with Azusa here. So now we're dead to a Creeping Chill. Yep, not much we could do this game. We just had too slow of a hand. They had hand disruption, which actually did nothing because it just took a prime time, but still. Not having the amulet is definitely a problem. Are we not actually dead? Oh, okay. And we're still probably dead, but... What can we draw? What can we draw? We could draw a Guru Land and then search for another Azusa and start gaining some life. I think that's what we need. Right on time, Amulet. Not lit of you. Not lit of you at all. Alright, we're dead. We are dead. Okay, so Thought Seizes, Ancient Grudge is kind of their plan. Still no real disruption for the Sakuras, so that's nice. This happens to me a lot against Dredge. I answer their board, and then they just beat me with these bad creatures. So I'm thinking we gotta have a plan for that. Just beat bad creatures. I think Tireless Tracker is actually pretty solid. We didn't see any dampening spheres. Yeah, that actually looked pretty bad. Maybe pass? That feels pretty bad. Dredge is supposed to be like the very easy, some have even called it auto win matchup, which makes me feel bad if I lose. But I know I'm doing something wrong here. Just because this is just a deck where I feel like I know I'm doing something wrong a lot of the times. Because it's hard. Thinking this one over. Maybe we'll just bring in some relics. Just try to ramp, do our thing, win the game. I would like to play first. I think we'll keep this. We got the Bojuka Bog, so we can just be playing instant speed Bojuka Bogs now. Oh my god, that's going to be disgusting. Our opponent's down to a 5, so a Dredge's 7. A Dredge's Gentleman 7, some would call it. Some would probably be wrong, but this hand I think is actually insane against them. Just this interaction here, Bojuka Bog and Sakura Tribe-Elder being able to say, in your draw step, I'd like to put in a Bojuka Bog. So we're going to do some damage with that. We'll hope this lives, no lightning axe or anything. That would change the game significantly. Okay, so there's the Thug. So we're going to Ancient Stirrings. Get Amulet. So unfortunately, none of our lands come into play untapped. So we can't play Amulet. Oh, wait. Well, technically we can. But then we don't have access to Bojuka Bog during their turn. Is that worth it? I think we're going to need double blue anyways for Tolarian West, so we're just going to play this for our turn and then say go. Then we'll wait for them to dredge. Got Narcomoeba and Chill. No, thank you. Bojuka. Bogya. Boom. Got rid of those problems. Now we have 7 mana next turn. Alright, well, they did some stuff there. Now, it looks like they do not have a Dredger, so we are in no hurry to Bojuka Bog right now. Oh, wait, they do have a Grudge. We can't let them untap with that. Okay. So with that being the case, we need to Growth Chamber. Untap. Return Bojuka Bog. Now we can Ancient Stirrings. All these cards are kind of bad, so we'll just get the life gain land. And now we just have to Bojuka Bog. Bojuka Bog targeting you. And we will transmute for the Pact of the Summoning variety. Hope that does not get... I mean, if they Inquisition, I think I just Summoner's Pact. Our opponent's just like, nope. Now, I've heard this is the best matchup, and explained to me by Edgar that this is the bye. So it would have felt bad if we lost to it, and it does seem like a good matchup. It seems like they really have to try hard to be able to interact with us in the post-board games. And we're just faster. You know, they're a combo deck as well. We're just faster and more effective. So, oops, excuse me. Everybody stay tuned for round 3. All right, round 3 time. We are fortunate enough to get the play again. God, we are just hashtag blessed right now. I think this hand is fine. Definitely needs some help here, but we got double stirrings to either find Amulet or Guru Land. Is that what they were called? I can't remember what they were called back in the day. Buddy Land? No. Fastlands? No. Alright, so Simic Growth Chamber is the best of the 2 colored lands because pretty much all our spells are green and blue. Pretty simple there. And we already have the pack to go get stuff, so we don't need the Tolarian West. We'll just take the Growth Chamber. More than likely our next turn is going to just be boring old Ancient Stirring plus Growth Chamber. But if we get Amulet, it would still be that play. Alright, big mana versus big mana. Who is faster? Ooh, that helps, but Summoner's Pact is not good against a green ramp deck. So this is actually probably pretty bad. Alright. So there's the Amulet. We need it. We need it. Now, what if we go Amulet Go? Then our next turn looks like Growth Chamber, 4 mana, Azusa. Then we can add 4 more with Growth Chamber. So we're only up to 5 mana next turn. I think regardless, it's still just Sunhome Amulet here. What gives us the win? Another Amulet. Another Amulet would give us the win. Yep, because we get Hive Mind and Summoner's Pact. Actually, I don't know if this goes off first. At the beginning of your upkeep. At the beginning of your next upkeep. Yeah, I'm guessing you can stack these abilities. Not sure, though. Not 100%. Regardless, I don't think we're going to die next turn. So we should just try to set up a win. Because we can't win this turn, and we can't even go for Hive Mind. So, I think the play here is just Growth Chamber. Untap. Add mana. Bring it back. Cast Azusa. Second mana, or second land drop. We got one more in the bank, so we're going to return Growth Chamber again. So we do only have 5 mana here. If we had 6, we'd be doing better stuff. Now we will... Correlation Relic. And we will Growth Chamber. Mix it up, try a Growth Chamber. Alright. Add green. Return Simic Growth Chamber. Play a Sakura Tribe Scout. Not even going to try to bluff that we have anything, because we know we don't. It's a pretty wild turn there. And now next turn we win. Okay, maybe not win-win, but I think we can Hive Mind and Summoner's Pact so that... I think we can Hive Mind, Summoner's Pact, and Prime Time? Maybe that's ambitious. Okay. I mean, that'll prevent things. Prevent some things. So green. Three, 4. So we do need to play this. So, we're not going to be able to win this turn, but we can do some stuff. So, we're going to untap. And we're going to leave this Growth Chamber in play this turn. Bring back the Forest. We will Summoner's Pact. For Prime Time. And now we will search for Boros Garrison and the Haste Land. Alright, this enables us to attack and trigger again. Untap. Untap. Now... Haste. Now we'll return. I think we'll return the double strike land. And we'll get on in there. Now we just want to do stuff to prevent us from dying. So one of those ingredients is going to be... Ooh, yeah, the Ghost Quarter's in the sideboard. That's a problem. That is a problem. We could easily just be dead. So let's see. If they search a land and have Scape Shift. So 2 lands, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 isn't enough lands, right? No. 8 lands, is that enough? 2 Valakuts plus 6. So 6 triggers times 2. So 12 triggers times 3. 24. Oh, yeah. 36. Okay, so we can't get out of that. If they do have Farseek, Scape Shift, and land, we just die. Can't play around that. Otherwise, I think we'll be fine. So we'll go Tolarian West, Vesuva. Vesuva will copy the Growth Chamber. They will untap. Then we will return the Tolarian West. Then they'll take 8. And that's all we can do, unfortunately. The Ghost Quarter in the main deck, I think, has to come back. I think big mana decks are kind of on the rise again. And especially with Amulet winning last weekend, it's going to be more popular. Therefore, we should just have that in the main deck. All right, so now we're afraid of things, of course. So we do have this land in hand. So we do have the win next turn unless they kill Primetime or put a Primetime down of their own. But if they put a Primetime down of their own, then we can force them to block with this. So we pay for Pact with the 2 Growth Chamber, the Simic Growth Chambers. Okay. Sakura Tri-Builder. Uh-oh. They had the Scape Shift. They had the Scape Shift. They had the Scape Shift land Farseek combo that we were speaking of that we couldn't play around. Damn. Let's just make sure they have all the lands. I think they probably should have went for more forests when they Sakura'd. Maybe they don't have enough. Maybe they screwed this one up. So that's sacking 7 lands. They need to sack all 8 to get 2 Valakuts. Maybe I'm doing my math wrong on this. 2 Valakuts, 6 land or 5 lands. Yeah, that's probably enough as well. Yeah, that's 30 damage, huh? I'm not even sure Ghost Quarter stops anything here. I'm not sure about that. Well, I'm guessing Hive Mind is bad here. We just have to be the faster deck. Bazooka Bug is pointless. Crossroads is bad, along with Conley Garden. Doesn't seem good. Negate seem good. I'm gonna pop up a list to see how this deck normally interacts with us. I'm not thinking there's much. Titan Shift. Yeah, what do they usually bring in? Like Wretch Sages, maybe one Dampening Spear. Looks like just ways to kill artifacts, which is reasonable. Probably don't even want Pact. Maybe Pact is actually great. Countering their key turn. Alright. Other than that, I'm not positive here. We'll do one tracker. I don't think this is a match where I'm supposed to be bringing in Path just for prime time. Ooh, I shouldn't have Ballista in the deck though. That was wrong. Let's hope we don't draw that one. Okay, we can keep this. This hand's pretty good and fast. Yeah, it feels like we probably could have done something different that game. Yeah, I don't know. That's the problem with this deck. It's not easy. Feel like every match you lose, you feel like you could have won or you could have won. I mean, that's just the pure sign of a very powerful deck. Okay. No turn one play is nice. All right. So we cannot Azusa yet. So we're going to Stirrings. There's the Amulet. I think that's enough to at least take it. Slayer Stronghold, Amulet. Now we're going to say go, but I really don't know if I can put this Boros Garrison into play. I think I have to, just to get the counters back on this, but I think we still need a piece for this win. We need another land here, it seems. Okay. Untap. We'll have to return this gemstone. All right. Now I think if we have a Simic Growth Chamber on top, we win. No. No, I don't think we do anything. Yeah, I don't even think it's worth it playing Azusa right now. I think I'd rather hold up for a negate. Yep. Pact of Negation is not the draw we wanted to draw, that's for sure. And it's unfortunate that we have these lands in play already, because that's a key thing we really need. But we do have a Vesuva in the deck, so if we can find a land, we can get a Vesuva to copy the Boros Garrison. As long as we could leave this Slayer Stronghold untapped, we could still kind of do this combo. But I don't think we can win in one turn because of that. Ew. Now we're in trouble. Now we're in trouble. We needed that amulet. No land, though. Ew. I might as well play it now, I guess. Since it doesn't generate us a bunch of mana without amulet. At least their draw is looking pretty bad as well. But our draw is pretty bad now. It started off pretty good. In hindsight, I wish I would have taken the green-white land over this, but I don't think it was correct at the time. Maybe these packs are also bad. They feel very bad right now. Okay. We're getting somewhere. Now we just need one more land for prime time. I think it's just going to be too late. Can't even pack because we can't pay for it. We'd love to negate something this turn. Yeah, we don't care to block. Prime time is bad. If it's prime time, I just don't think we can possibly win. Negate. Smart. Yep, we're dead. Boo! I think I played that terribly. I must have played that wrong. And I don't think I should add packs in after this. Maybe that's just a tough matchup, because whenever they prime time, they just win, and then their deck is pretty similar. I wouldn't be surprised if this is actually a bad matchup, that we're just both kind of doing the same thing, except their combo is very, very fragile. Ours is very, very strong. Except theirs is, with it being fragile, it's more consistent. Yeah, I don't know. I guess fragile and consistent are kind of completely contradicting each other, but what I mean is that their combo is more streamlined, like it does the same thing every time. So it's fragile in that sense where you can break it up very easily because you know what they're doing every time. Amulet can attack you from so many different angles, but it's not as fast at killing on the spot. Like we could get Titans out faster, but they don't kill. When they get Titans out, they kill us. So, all right, everybody, stay tuned for round 4. All right, round 4 time, everybody. All right. I think this hand is fine. We got the Azusa action, so we can do a little ramping. Plus Ancient Stirrings here is quite good at finding amulets. Never mind. Why find an amulet when you already have it? Yeah, okay, so we go human here. We name human. We amulet. We say go. Now next turn we can Azusa. We could Azusa plus Stirrings. Blue Grixis thing in the ice, huh? Interesting, interesting. Okay, we're going to untap this. Return Cavern. Get Azusa down. We will Ancient Stirrings here. For a forest, apparently. We'll play the forest. And we'll say go. That's all we got. Now we need some action. We're all dressed up with nowhere to go. Field of Ruins pretty good. Is this a Grixis control deck? Wow, that's strong. That's quite strong. That was quite the strong play, unfortunately. Now we do not have the amulet, so that's not good. Now we might as well just make our land drops the best we can. Like we'll Bajuka Bog them. Kind of the free value here. Simic Growth Chamber to bring it back. And then just a forest. We're going to hold the Cavern. Just in case we draw Prime Time and they might have a counter spell. But yeah, that Kolaghan's Command was kind of a blowout. Yeah, we don't care about this too much. Alright, give us the Titan. Well, guess we can kill Thing. Probably important. Maybe it's not worth it yet, though. Yeah, it's probably not worth casting yet. We'll just say go. It's a weird deck, but it's pretty cool. Grixis, slow thing in the ice, huh? Not always about flipping it the turn after you play it. It's still good when you flip it 4 turns later, apparently. That's what our opponent is thinking. Well, I guess we can't do anything about that. I think we're just going to blow it up now, though. Destroy that. And I think we're going to Bajuka Bog in case they have anglers. Plus, now that we drew a land to bring it back. A Primetime or a Summoner's Pack would still just be very good. Summoner's Pack not as good because it could get countered. The Titan itself cannot, so that is good. Correlation Relic. We're going to have all the mana in the world, that's for sure. Bring back the Bajuka Bog. Our opponent knows our hand, so we might as well relic it up. That's not what we wanted. Just play this. Charge up. They still know our hand. Still worth playing, even though it gives them perfect information right now. Because we don't want to use the Bog yet, because it has no value. And there's a chance we want to be activating this. Okay. Now, there is a high chance that game one, our opponent has a bunch of dead cards in their hand, like Fatal Pushes and stuff like that. So we're not insanely worried yet. We will need to find a prime time here pretty soon, but we got a little bit of time, it looks like. All right, there's the win cons. The kill conditions, since Thing in the Ice is not doing the most. Come on. Ooh. There we go. Now it's just how can we get it to resolve? And the problem is we probably can't. This Cryptic Command of Mana has been presented. But I don't think we have the luxury of waiting. I think we have to go for it. Maybe that's just not the case, though, because they would probably cast something. We're not in a great spot now, that's for sure. We need the real thing, not the fake Titans. Ugh. I don't think we're amuleting correctly this round. Electrolyze. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. If they have a bolt, they can win. Yep. Deadzos. Okay. Well, I like Excavator against Field of Ruins. Chameleon Colossus seems pretty good. Seems pretty hard for them to kill this. Tracker seems pretty good. Hornet Queen seems pretty hard for them to deal with. No. Crossroads and Calling Gardens are pretty bad. I think we'd rather have the Ghost Quarter. 26 land is fine. You never really want to go below 26 lands. Okay. So these die probably pretty easily. So we probably want them out. I think we'll get rid of the explosion. and Walking Ballista. And Sakura Tribe Scouts. Oops. We'll probably leave in a couple. I think 2 Relic, 2 Scout seems pretty solid. They don't have a ton of removal, or at least they probably don't leave in a ton. So I think we might be able to sneak some out there. Hive Mind is great against him as well. Just something like having a Hive Mind, backing it up with Pact to Negation, and then Summoners Pacting him, you know, is a way to win pretty easily here. We have a lot of silver bullets against him. Would love to go first. Yeah, I think this hand is fine. Alright, we'll start with the only land we can play. Alright. Can't do anything but this. Now, unfortunately, we can't really do anything next turn either except Ancient Stirrings, but against control, it's not about being lightning speed. They're not going to be putting on a lot of pressure. Their first few turns are about disrupting us. So playing Azusa would actually probably just be wrong anyways. So we will start with the Stirrings. Our opponent is declining on this Stirrings action, huh? I think we're okay with that. Logic. Attacking us with logic. Looks like it. Seems fine. Ship it back. Next turn we can do a little bit more more interesting things here. We could drop an Azusa if we want to. Might not be the best. Thing in the garbage. Ooh, decent draw. Okay. We're going to go with the Azusa plan. Should have played a land first, to be honest. Now I can play this one and play this one. Alright, now we got prime time for next turn. Can't play this again, right? No. That's prime time o'clock next turn. And we will likely go for it. And we don't have the cavern, which is a problem. Yeah, kill the stuff. We don't care about Azusa anymore. We got the use out of it. It's not very good right now. I think we just have to go for it. The prime time. Yep. I think we'll just play this. Just in case we draw Hive Mind, we could go for that win. But I think we should just keep jamming prime times. Eventually it's supposed to work, right? That's another logic. And that returned Snapcaster, so that's a problem. Now they'll have another logic knot for it. It's becoming a tricky one. Usually control is no problem because we can be infinitely patient, but this thing in the ice is actually going to pressure us, so this Grixis deck might just be a pretty cool plan. Well, they got rid of... They did it for too many cards and they got rid of the logic knot, so actually this could not work out for them. If they don't draw a land. If they have a land, then they can go Snapcaster plus Cryptic, but if they don't, we'll just try to jam again. Yep. We can even Stirrings first here to try to find maybe a Cavern of Souls. That's not a Cavern of Souls, but Simic Growth Chamber is actually pretty decent. Unlocks Teleria West. Alright, we'll take that. And now we gotta go for it again. Eventually it's bound to work, right? Prime time. It's not even insanely good right now, even if it resolves. It's definitely good. It definitely helps. I wish we had the Calling Garden still in our deck now that this has shaped up like this. Okay, finally. I think we want... Bazooka Bog and Simic Growth Chamber. Jukabog them because we know they have Snapcaster. We'll return Tolarian West. And we do still have a Hornet Queen in the deck, so that could come in handy. Alright. Now we're dead to a single lightning bolt, though. I don't feel good. I don't feel good. They had to have left in multiple lightning bolts, though. Alright, lightning bolt, you got me. I don't think we win by just chump blocking here. Double Electrolyze. Culligan's Command and Electrolyze. Boo. 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 F. Alright, everybody. Let's see if we can at least redeem ourselves in the 5th and final round. Stay tuned. All right, our fifth and final round time. Who would have guessed the last 2 rounds we lost? We didn't win the die roll, and the first 2 rounds we won the die roll. Well, the good news is we just won the die roll. Let's hope that keeps true for the rest of our games. All right, this hand is nice. We're going to keep this. This hand is really nice. Now, what do we lead on here? It's close between Amulet and Stirrings here. I think it's Amulet. Because then next turn we can go Azusa plus Ancient Stirring. Yeah, it's for sure Amulet. Otherwise, if you don't play Amulet turn 1, you can't play Azusa on turn 3. That's the only way. Or Sakura plus a couple untapped lands. Oh, we got a mirror. Oh, no. Oh, no. All right, so we're going to do this. We're going to untap it. Then we are going to return the gemstone. We're going to play Azusa. We're going to play our 2 extra lands. We'll name Giant. And we're going to play our Gemstone Mine, and I think we just Ballista here for 1. Yeah, I think this seems like a solid turn. Ballista's not very good anyways, so getting value out of it. Killing this is actually huge, so. Now they're just left with doing nothing. Alright, now we need to find some gasoline. That's not gasoline. So we're going to Stirrings. Basuva is kind of gasoline, but doesn't do much for us right now. So for now, we'll just get the Vesuva, any order, add, make a correlation relic, and I don't think we want to do much else right now. And we do have infinite mana to work with, so we kind of can just get this Vesuva in play. No, that's not actually true. Alright, so we need action. A Pact or a Titan should be game. So we got 8 outs. Now our opponent is going to be starting to do stuff as well. Titan. Whoo, baby, we did it. We did it. That's game. Prime time. All right, so green. Go with Vesuva, targeting this. Untap it. Return it. 5, 6. Prime time. Yes. I don't think we can actually win because they're at 19. But we're going to find out. So we go Slayer Stronghold, Boros Garrison. We might be able to win here, actually. Alright, so we'll untap. Untap. Hit this. Return. I think we return the Boros Garrison here. Yeah, we'll return the Garrison. We will play it. Untap it. How many lands have we played? I gotta check the game log. That's very important right now. Alright, so we cast Vesuva. So we do still have a land drop, so that's huge. So now we get... Now we return this. I think we should have exactly... Yeah, we don't have exactly lethal here. Wait. 10, 20, 21. Ooh, wait, maybe we do. Okay. Alright, I think we actually have this. So now I can play this. That's the last of my lands. Now I get on in there with these two. I need to attack with the Azusa as well here. So now we grab a couple lands. So we need this for sure. And now we need something that produces at least some of those colors. I'm not actually 100% sure this works, so we're hoping. But I think it should be Grixis 19. Okay, now to return. Doesn't really matter. Boom. Yeah, we have it. We have Grixis. This is sick. Okay, so we bounce this. Now we cast this here. 10. Now we go red, white, white, double strike. 21 damage. They can put 2 in front of it. Because then we trample for 8, 10, 18, 19 Grixis. Boom, 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 boom. Amulet, amulet, amulet. Boom, Grixis. Woohoo! That was nice. That was nice. All right. Amulet Mirror. Can't wait for this one. Just kidding. I could wait. So I guess Hive Mind is not a good strategy against the Absolute Mirror. Neither is the Walking Ballista. EE seems okay. The Garden is not good. Neither is this. Neither is Bazooka Bog. So we might as well bring in the Ghost Quarter. Negate is probably something we want. Excavator, maybe? Doesn't seem good. I think we just want to be as focused on the combo as possible. Since neither one of us disrupt each other very well. I guess Path is probably pretty good. Just Path their Titans. Pact is probably pretty good. Maybe EEs are just bad. Kind of like this. Alright, we're going to try it. I will for sure say with confidence that I'm not confident in this mirror match. Ghost quartering their land seems pretty good. It might be good to be returning our ghost quarters. Especially if they destroy our lands. But, I mean, if they're... Yeah, that doesn't seem like a good plan. Nah. Nah, negatory. Unplayable hand. This deck will get those. Our opponent mulliganed as well. This hand's fine. They feel the same. Do not want another forest, though. Alright. Let's see what we got. I'll take one of those. Hey! Ask and you shall receive. Ask and you shall receive. Alright, so we're both going to be cranking out some lands here. What do you know? It's a mirror match. It's like we're going to do the same things. Alright, Ghost Quarter for them. Sure. The thing is, if they Ghost Quarter one of these, we lose a mana, but they lose a mana. So it's not that important. Okay. So we are going to start with our stirrings. We got a growth chamber and a relic. We probably just want the growth chamber here. Yeah, okay. Then we will cast this sanctuary. Return this. Then we'll say go. Let's see if they Ghost Quarter us. Nope. Makes sense to me. Yeah, these mirrors seem pretty luck-based. Okay. We were thinking of not bringing in that combo. Maybe it was a mistake. We could just save it from Ghost Quarter, or save it with Ghost Quarter. I don't think that's necessary just yet. So we'll just do this. And now we will... I think we have to put this into play. Oh, it's just so bad. Yeah, we're in trouble. That combo is going to get us good. At least we can cast something this turn. Like a relic. Or maybe we cast a Zuza. Nah, I think relic seems more important. Relic. Try to disrupt our opponent's little combo they got on us right now, but don't think we really can. Can try to get a prime time going next turn. That's nice. If we top deck an untap land. No, actually, I think we can do it regardless. No, we can't. Yeah, we should definitely have the excavator combo in. I didn't think of how disgusting it truly is with Azusa. Alright. Yep. We are quite dead. Yeah, that's one hell of a combo. God, if only we had our own, we could go search for it. I'm gonna search and just make sure we didn't bring it in. Yeah, we did not. Yeah, that's a mistake. So we could go search it up now, but... Alright, what on earth can we possibly do? I really don't think anything. I think we just Ancient Stirrings and hope to find something. Amulet. It's definitely decent. Okay. Now what can we do? Could go... Alright, maybe we actually win? This would be crazy. Alright. So we untap. Okay, so we return this. We go Azusa. Yeah, okay, well. We do have prime time this turn somehow. They should have left Ghost Quarter in play. Return it one more time. Now we have to do it this way. Untap. Now, what do we return? Maybe the forest? I think we have to return this because we might have to put it into play at the beginning of our upkeep to not die from Summoner's Pact. Alright, prime time. Let's see what you can do in such dire situations. Yes, please. So we do have a Ghost Quarter of our own here. So we start with this and the Boros Garrison. Boros Garrison. Vidge. Now we have to return this, I believe. So we cannot kill him this turn. So we just have to try not to die. Now we have I think we actually just lose though. Unless we could kill their graveyard. So the Bojuka Bog would have saved us. Guess we just go double gemstone mine. We just need one land to live. So they get to play 1, 2, 3. Even if Boros Garrison lives, we can still not die. So I think we're okay here. We just have to go for stuff that all produces mana. So Botanical Sanctum. And Gemstone. I think that's what we have to do. Plus it leaves up Negate. Alright. Not sure that this gets us out of it, but I think it does. Yep, got nothing still. Add blue green. Okay. We can just pay pact with this. They're probably thinking that that's the game, but they need something more. Summoner's Pact. Alright, so we'll put this Sanctuary back into play. Just to not lose the game here. Now we will return it. Pay for. Alright. Now, Boros Garrison is gone, which is a problem. So now, how do we double strike the lands? We have we still have 3 land drops to make here. Double strike is 12. Alright, so we for sure played this. I think we also have to play this. And I think we have to return this. And play it. Alright. Let's see if this is lethal. I don't think it is, but I think they have to get something in front of it. So, with that being the case, what if we go gemstone mine plus this? And that's double strike, so that's 12. Then they just have to block with something, but only one thing. I think that's enough. Alright, Sunhome. Gemstone Cavern. Alright, let's try this. Boom. Boom. Would you like to block? I recommend it. Okay. Now there's almost no point in doing it. So I think I just let this happen. Yep, because I want to hold up negate. Take that. Now we'll play a relic. And we'll say go. This has been a wild game. This has been a wild game. To somehow get out of a Ghost Quarter lock here is just impressive. Or, sorry, Wasteland lock. We are currently Wasteland locked. So they can kill 3 lands again. So this goes and gets prime time. Does that do anything, though? It could be something worse. I think while I have the mana to do it, I should do it. Unfortunately, they can kill my 2 pump lands, and then this is just a Primeval Titan. To give them one more turn. I'm going to check what stuff I have for Tolarian West. A Pact of Negation, that's probably not good. Don't have the EE. I took out all the silver bullets that could probably win me the game right now, so that seems pretty bad. Yeah, if they get rid of that. I don't think the mana is really our issue right now, to be honest. We're somehow still thriving on mana, even through getting wastelanded 3 times a turn right now. Ooh, if you attack, you're dead. Oh, come on, attack. If you attack, you're dead. Why no attack? Ooh. Blue. We're just going to play this because we might actually Vesuva this. Now we're going to attack with prime time. Yes. Could go Vesuva and Tolarian West. Seems like the best. And then what are we getting for 0? Another green pact, I guess. Or we could get Vesuva copying Ghost Quarters and Simic Growth Chamber just to return Simic Growth Chamber and just Ghost Quarter them. It doesn't seem bad. We can kind of do all of that, I guess, right? This is tough. Okay, we're about to run out of time, so I really got to hurry. Okay, we're going to go Growth Chamber and Vesuva here. Unsure on this. Vesuva is going to copy Ghost Quarter. All right, we're going to untap. We're going to untap. And we're going to return this. We're going to see if they're going to take this. All right, then we'll say go. Now, upkeep, we are going to hit this. All right. What are you going to use that mana on? Nothing? Okay. Amulet is what we don't want them to find. There it is. All right, we got a challenge ahead of us. Definitely got a challenge. Amulet. Yep. Tolarian West. Okay. Think we're okay with that. That we're not okay with. So I think we have to destroy that. Maybe not. Maybe destroying it is a trap. So right now they have 1 mana floating. If we Ghost Quarter it, then they'd have 2 mana, 3, 4, and then they can cast Ghost Quarter again. So I think that is a trap. Yep, gotta let this happen. Okay. Well, if we go to a game 3, we're going to lose because we do not have enough time. But I'm just trying to make sure we just lock this up. Because I think they only have one more land drop. Yeah, they made 2, so they have one more land drop. So they could have 3 mana? I mean, what does that even do? No, they could have 4 mana if they have another bounce land. And I guess they could have Path. I mean, I think Path is what they have to have. And then we're dead, but... Lesson learned, though. Do the Excavator Ghost Quarter plan, because it's a miracle we are getting out of this game alive if we do end up winning here, which I think we got it. I can't think of anything. Summoner's Pact. Yep. Guess they can get another creature and hope we don't attack with the rest. Rex Sage. Yep, that's not enough. That's not enough. Yep. Yep. Now we just attack with everything, right? Because this has to be blocked by all the creatures. Yep, okay, we got it. We got it. We're not even going to mess around with blue. Blue. We will mess around with a Pact of Negation for extra rubbins here. Boom. That's game. Boom. Not bad, not bad. Woo! That was a sweat. That was a nice little league, you know? I mean, I think the deck is insanely powerful. I made mistakes along the way, but the power level of the deck just didn't matter. But honestly, maybe the 2 matches we lost, I'm sure an expert on this deck is going to tell me in the comments where I messed up both of them. And I would happily be willing to know about it, because this deck is all about learning, all about trying to perfect your ways to win. But I gotta say that Amulet game 1 in our last round, finding the line for exactly 19, that was not an easy line to find, you know? So I feel like we did all right for ourselves. I want to thank you all for watching so much. I really appreciate it. I'm going to have the deck tech next. But also this week, when this dropping bomb comes out on Thursday, I'm going to be streaming tonight on Thursday. You know, in the future, I obviously record this before Thursday. But on Thursday, I'm going to be playing it at night, more than likely, unless something goes wrong. I'm going to be having a little stream at night, maybe with some special guests, maybe not. Just perfecting the deck. So if you'd like to see this deck in action, tune into my Twitch here at CoreyB_MTG tonight, and watch me play this deck live against, you know, a more variety of decks. Maybe ask me some questions, come hang out. All right, stay tuned for the deck tech. All right, and welcome to the deck tech, everybody. We're going to kind of breeze through this because this is, the deck tech doesn't matter as much right now because there's so many game states that are different, so not every card is going to have a specific situation. Really, the only way to learn from this deck is just to play it constantly, learn which cards are good and what's not. But we'll go through the mana base. Pretty stock because it's a green-blue deck. Your Growth Chamber Guardian is your best land. You need basic lands in case they have Field of Ruin, stuff like that. And then we just have a bunch of silver bullets that are good in certain aspects, so we'll go through them a little bit. Bazooka Bog is amazing against Dredge, Izzet Phoenix, Death Shadow. It just single-handedly shuts down these decks. Like, being able to replay it constantly with Azusa and bounce lands, it's so good. Boros Garrison combos with Slayer Stronghold to be able to attack again with Titan. Cavern to make it uncounterable against the control matchups. Crossroads surprisingly gains a bunch of life against aggro matchups. Being able to return it multiple times is great. Conning Garden to be able to block big Tarmogoyfs, big Death Shadows, stuff like that. And then Sunhome and Slayer's Stronghold are your kills. These are what combo together to deal 16 damage with Primeval Titans. Tolarian West to search up all your stuff. This is like your best land by far. Vesuva also can just get you out of sticky situations. Comboing or copying your one Boros Garrison when you need it for Sunhome, etc. Stuff like that. Now we got our packs. Summoner's Pack does a bunch of things. It's a win condition when you have Hive Mind. It goes and gets Primeval Titans to win the game. And then it also gets Azusa to start ramping you into these game-winning situations. Then we have Sakura Tribe Scout and Azusa to ramp into our big stuff. Ancient Stirrings to basically find Amulet, our different lands that we need. Simic Growth Chamber being the most important one. Yeah, I suppose that's about it. Or, yeah, just finding Amulet is the main thing. Amulet, of course, is the main namesake of this deck. It does the most disgusting things with bounce lands here. Then we go to Relic. Just a good card, good at ramping, good at creating 2 lands, so you can go turn 3 Relic, turn 4 Titan. And then we have Titan, the namesake of the deck, along with Hive Mind as our win conditions. Couple silver bullets. I wasn't a big fan of Walking Ballista, but EE has been really nice. So Ballista can get you, but I haven't been too impressed. We'll move on to the sideboard here. We'll start with 4 paths. Just the best removal we can possibly come up with. Kills everything. Death Shadow, Arclights, good against Titans, good against other Tarmogoyf decks as well. It's just phenomenal. It makes sense why we have 4. Then we have 2 negates and another Pacta negation for the control matchups when you want to just be forcing through your combo pieces. Then we have Excavator, and then we have a bunch of silver bullets here. Excavator when we want to be destroying their lands, like with Ghost Quarters. Great against Tron, of course. Great in the mirror. Great against other big mana decks. It's just really, really good. Sage for Whir. Blood Moons. Let's see, what else is it good again? In the mirror, it's great. Tireless Tracker for grindy matchups. Chameleon Colossus is amazing against Grixis Death Shadow. Hornet Queen is also good against Death Shadow. Any deck that's trying to play fair and attack you on the ground, like Hornet Queen just says, you lose. Ghost Quarter against these Tron decks. Whenever you bring in Excavator, you definitely want the Ghost Quarter. And then 2 more EE for your creature matches. All right, everybody, I want to thank you so much for watching and enjoying another little Modern segment here. Looks like we'll have 1 more week before the Pro Tour, so I think we'll be focusing on Modern for at least 1 more week, maybe even 2. Don't quote me on that because I haven't decided, but we'll definitely have Modern next week for a little bit more fun action and let you dive into a little bit of my testing process for Mythic Championship London. Okay, everybody, I want to thank you so much, and we'll see you next week on Droppin' Bombs.